Hi, I'm Chan.
Hi, I'm Yo.
And this is MUMxiety. Okay, so today we have a special guest again.
It's not Celine.
Yeah, before obviously we only got one guest.
So our friend group got many friends. Okay, not that many, but this is yet another friend.
We got friends, huh?
Please say hi to Purdy.
Yeah, Purdy say hi to them.
Hi everyone.
Just in case you're wondering why everybody, our friends, all the name like weird one. I don't know also. I think it was something we used to talk about at the start. Like why all our names so uncommon?
Maybe it's a generation
Celine
thing.
is common, what? Like common.
Yeah, maybe it's just you and Purdy.
Probably just both of you, because mine is like a super common name as well.
Chan. Singapore got a lot.
Yeah, so many.
But no one really call themselves Chan.
Have, all the uncle. Please call me Chan.
Uncle Chan.
Uncle Chan. Hi, I'm Chan.
Yes,
All
yes.
the uncle.
My dad also Chan ma. He also ask people call him, 你好，我叫Chan. 叫我阿Chan 就好了。
Every time when you say Chan, I feel like it's 小丸子.
Oh, like, you know, like the Japanese kind, no? Well, that sounds better.
Chan.
Okay, so back to the topic.
Chan has one kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yo has one dog. But Buddy has two kids.
Yes, and some pets in the house as well, right?
Not hers, but they
Yeah.
exist.
Yeah, they exist together, so I guess that works the same.
Yeah, so I have my eldest is 5, it's a girl, and then the second one is a boy, going to 3. So 2 kids, yes, I do have multiple pets, but they're not exactly my pets. We live together. So 3 cats and 1 dog. Yeah.
He's mad Every time I go there, it's like, then the cat sometimes cannot find one.
But cats don't really care about
Yeah,
you,
but
you
halfway
see.
through, they're like, everybody's like, where's Blue? We're like, I don't know. Lost.
Cats just being cats lah. They like to hide, but dog is a bit different. But
Last time got turtle their house also. Is it turtle
oh yeah,
tortoise? Are there?
yeah, it ran away.
Ran away.
How fast did the tortoise run?
How many days did it take you guys to realize the tortoise is gone?
Yeah, it really took us quite a while because he always like to hide among the bushes and everything, right? So we don't go and find him specifically. Only when he need food, then he'll come out.
Hey, but like that tortoise, how often you feed? Every day?
Every morning.
Then when he 2 days never eat breakfast,
Because the helper will just put food over there, and just
Oh.
never go and see whether he come out and eat or not.
Oh, wow, if only I could do that to my dog.
I don't think so. Your dog will be like, 看看我, 看看我, 看看我.
For background, my dog is milling around the floor here somewhere.
Not very 乖 though.
Really? Okay lah, she's just quietly walking around. Let's just hope no accidents happen today.
Choy. Be
okay,
careful what you wish for.
It's okay, I let her go outside one time before we came in already, so she should be fine.
Yeah, so how different was it for you, Purdy, to transit from 1 kid to like 2 kids?
I would say at the point in time when I have the first kid, I thought I'm like superwoman because I work and I can really take care of the kid. And I think I'm very hands-on because okay, I stay with my in-laws, right? My in-laws have helpers. But my helpers are really just there to do the house chore, right? They don't help to take care of the kid. I think at the start, I also don't want anyone to touch my kid. So I think first time mother maybe.
Sounds like a friend, you know.
Yeah. I think it's first time mother. So I'm very hands-on and I feel like I really can do everything.
Then when the second one come out,
GG.
I lost it. I was like, whoever can take my kid, please take it.
it's not even him, take it.
Take it.
Yeah, it's really too much to handle because at that point in time, okay, when I have my first kid, I'm still working outside, right? 打工, right? Still help other people. And then when I have my second kid, I'm really helping my husband with his business.
Yes, so Purdy is the other friend that we say work for family business.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it's very different. When you help other people to work, you can take leave and all. When you take leave, if you can don't work, then you don't work lah, right? But if you help your family to do work and we are so short of manpower, it feels like I need to do everything.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it become like I don't think I can handle everything as good as I used to.
Okay lah, so some things got to go lah, like be it. But then my next question is like how do you manage the 2? Because when your second one came, your first one was 2, turning 3.
2,
right?
yeah.
How do you manage a terrible 2s with a newborn?
I will say my first kid, she is very sensible. She's very mature for her age, honestly. She's very easy to talk to. Whenever I tell her certain things, she listens. She's very good at co-regulating her emotion as well. So even though like she's unhappy or what, we just need to pull her to one side, and then she can regulate herself very fast.
Kid is better than me.
Yeah, and also I think she have this natural instinct.
Regulating
I don't know, is it
emotions.
I don't know, is it a female thing? She really like baby dolls at a point in time.
Oh, she loves babies. I can.
Yeah,
I can vouch
she
for
loves
that. Yeah,
babies.
she was so gentle with my baby that time when I went to Perdi's. She was like, I feed me milk. I feed me milk.
I
She was
remember
like,
that. I have
wow.
a photo of that.
Yeah, and then she was like, you're so sweet.
Yeah. So because so we have first aid training center, right? And we teach child first aid. So we have a lot of baby dolls. So whenever she go to our office, she will bring all the dolls with her and she will pack them like a child care, infant care, you know. So she really love baby. Like so when she know that I'm pregnant, she was quite happy. We prep her, so she said like, so we let her know that what is coming and she's looking forward to it. So she has been a very caring sister. And I guess I believe that when you tell kids certain things, especially for Kenzie, she can understand. And if I don't prep her, she don't know what's coming. That's when she will get into like a surprise, and then that's when she don't know how to regulate herself better. Yeah. So I am always constantly telling her what is coming up.
So you are the oversharing parent, then you just tell her everything.
I will tell her because
Oversharing
she really can understand. Like even though like at a point of time maybe she feels like she cannot fully understand you, but she kind of know where you're coming from. Yeah.
I gotta know what's going on.
Yeah, so she knows. So I don't really have a bad time with her melting down or what. You know, there are people who say when you give birth to your second kid, you need to give them a present.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
They must say that, oh, your
Happened to
Celine,
Celine,
they give you
what?
this.
Oh yeah, Celine gave.
Happened to Celine.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
she don't know how to comfort her first one.
Do everything you can to not have their meltdowns.
Yeah, so I never experienced that. I never had to go through that because Kenzie really very acceptance to the second kid lah.
That's true lah. I think generally we've interacted with both kids. Kenzie she is one of the kids that of all young kids that I've interacted with, right? She warms up the fastest. I feel. Yeah.
I don't know, is it a COVID thing also? Because she was born during the COVID period.
Both of them were.
No. Kenzie was the quarantine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so after we gave birth, like we had to stay in the house, right? And Kevin had 4 sisters. Yeah, at a point of time, 3 sisters were with us, so we were always hanging around. She is always mixing with people of like, you know, way older than
That
her.
is true. Their house, the people go in like free flow one.
But is it like
even I
a
have their house passport. Then I let myself in.
is it like a firstborn thing though?
I don't
To
think so,
interact with like, you know,
I don't think so, because I know firstborns, right? That are how are they this year? They are 6 this year. I know 2 firstborns that are 6 this year. Both girls, both have younger brothers, but both are not as quick to warm up as Kenzie is.
are you guys both firstborns?
Yes, we are.
Are you guys quick to warm up?
I don't think I think you all know my personality. I don't think I'm that
No.
kind that will warm up
I
that
last born
fast.
by quicker.
I feel like that's the thing.
That
It's
doesn't apply.
correct, because if you look at our friend group, right, I think we are Buddy and myself are firstborns, and we are one of the slower ones to warm up.
Yeah.
Celine is a firstborn. She's average lah, cause Celine everywhere also can run, right? Our other friend is not a firstborn, but she's also very fast in warming up, like in opening up to people generally. And then Chan's the youngest, and she opens up the fastest among all of us. So the firstborn logic does not stand.
Does not apply.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like does not apply. And I think also like for me, when I think about it, like I grew up a lot with my cousins also, like my cousins and my relatives. So I saw them a lot when I was younger also. But does that mean they helped me open up, like warm up to people a lot more? I don't know lah, but I also feel like when I was younger, I didn't really meet my parents' friends lah, in that sense. They were all family members. Because now I'm comparing based on like these people are like, I'm friends of their parents, I'm not their family. I mean, one is my niece lah, but I don't see her very often also ma. So like they really take a lot longer to warm up than Kenzie does. But also Kenzie got her moods one lah. Like even
Yeah, of
in our
course.
friend group, she's like faster with me than with other people. Cause also she's seen me a lot more than
Yeah,
the
correct,
rest
correct.
lah. So but I think in general, I think for her, this girl adapts very fast. If you ask me.
She recently also went to a play date with my sister-in-law friends, and they are like 27 years old.
She can.
so we just basically dropped her at
She
the
was the
friend's
only
house.
child.
Yeah,
What kind of play date is that when she's the
No,
only
it's
child?
babysitting. Like they just help babysit only. That's all.
Play
but
date
they
though.
play well. It's like she's so comfortable with people of like way older than her.
That's true. That's true. She expresses herself very well actually. Yeah. So
So that's why I don't really have that much of difficulty with her. When Theo came out lah. Theo is
see, interesting names come out again.
Theo.
All got interesting name one.
Yeah, really. Eh.
So it is of course it's different. Like with Kenzie, you're only managing one, you only need to see the needs of one kid, right? What with two kids, they are so different. There was one period when Theodore, my second kid, I think before 1 year old, he was always very smiley. Like he don't, I think maybe also don't know emotion yet. So he's always very bubbly, always smiling, always like, smile at people kind. Until my father-in-law named him Sunny, and then Kenzie Stormy. Because Kenzie at that point of time is like, I am angry, always angry, She's always angry, and she will always express her emotion.
That's part of co-regulating. You must acknowledge the
Yeah.
emotion first.
Yes,
It's not her
yes.
fault.
That's why she's really very good at that, because she can identify how she's feeling.
See, I think she's better than me. Half the time, I don't know, am I angry? Am I upset? Am I frustrated? Really, I don't know. I just want to cry.
Yeah, so they are really
Why?
very different.
Why you
Yeah,
scared
their
me,
character-wise are just very different.
Sorry, you want to keep this as organic as it is now. Any other sound will just keep it as it is. So, so yeah, she asked me why I stare at her because I was really shocked. Like, what do you mean you don't know?
Really? You know why?
What do you
Really?
mean you don't know?
No, sometimes the feeling is so like, you cannot understand how you feel. You just know like you don't know if it's rage inside, if you are like upset, if you are disappointed, if it's a mesh of everything, or like what is the primary emotion. You really don't know one. Then you are just like, you just want to explode, but you don't know how to explode. You're like, do I want to shout at you? Do I just want to cry? Do I like, what do I want to do? I don't know.
Sorry, I'm still very
But you
shocked.
can empathize not?
I can,
See,
of course, for sure.
Only the youngest child here cannot understand.
Cannot leh. I don't understand.
Yeah, you will maybe feel angry, but then when you dig deeper, it's like, do I really just being angry, or am I disappointed actually?
Yeah.
Or like I feel left out, that kind.
Yeah. Like sometimes you're like, or you think like I'm frustrated. Right? But then after you think about it, actually I'm not that frustrated. I'm just really upset.
Sorry, I'm very.
This one can be another topic, like.
Yeah, I'm very stunned because I feel like angry lah. Big lah. Like, why so many things, so many layers, man.
But sometimes it's really not angry. Like you feel like it's rage and anger, right? But then after a while, right, it's not even like you 冷静. It's like after the moment pass, you're just like, actually I wasn't even that angry, what? Like it was something else, but like the anger is covering it. But this feels like therapy at this point.
Yeah, I know.
It gets a lot. It gets a lot. Like, I mean, it takes a lot to get me angry. That's the thing.
That is also true.
So I don't feel like I don't feel confused because like when I'm angry, it's like really hot last morning. It's very very difficult to make me angry. In all honesty, so most of the time, I would identify with big take big take like big take or disappointed. 你这个人不可以不可以 cannot. This kind lah.
Meanwhile, you see me throwing my phone.
Yeah, then angry. Then after actually 我也没有这样生气，什么来的？
No, but like, wow, how to explain? But really,
Yeah,
really,
but
it's like
I don't really understand, but I'm trying to understand what is this all about.
No, but I think it's good for you also, because you know exactly
What
how
exactly
you
is going
feel.
on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, I think like it will skip me a lot of agony also lah. Like
Yeah.
if you have to like identify all this, it's still quite a bit to go through. Probably that's why kids are like, what's going on?
Yeah, you must give them the words to help them express their big feelings. Else, big feelings are not recognized like how we were growing up.
Yes.
Oh damn! Therapy.
Yeah.
It's 2025, guys. Therapy is very important. Please go if you can afford it.
Big feelings. Okay, I learned something already. So recently my girl keeps telling me papa. Then like I realized my family and I also sometimes do that. 没有怕啦. What's called 没有怕？她有怕 right?
Mm.
Like she's saying that because she's feeling it, but like very traditional Asian people, right? We're just like 没有怕，没有怕，为什么要怕? Like we question their feelings instead of acknowledging it. Yeah, so that's something for me to learn also.
Must acknowledge and teach them words to express their big feelings. Maybe it's not pa, maybe pa is the only word she knows.
Yeah.
But then it could be something else. Like she's not scared. It's just an uncomfortable feeling. But pa is all she knows, right? So must teach her.
What
More
what word? Ooh.
No, nowadays there's a lot of books about like different feelings that I'm feeling,
yeah,
that kind of stuff.
Watch Inside Out.
Too young lah.
Watch Inside
As
Out.
in for me lah,
Yeah.
maybe I should watch.
Yeah.
Maybe I should watch.
But I think I have seen those books on like feelings where you can read to the kid also. Then you explain to them what these feelings are like, and then they learn with, even if they might not know what it feels like or how that feels, they grow up with these words around them. Then eventually they can place like, oh, so this is what it means. Like angry is this feeling. Like upset is this feeling, that kind of thing. Yeah. Part and parcel lah. Your one still small.
No, time flies, man. Time flies. Very soon she suddenly will.
She's how old? Yeah, 1.5.
1.5 years. Yeah. You.
Then again, her oldest is 5.
Yes, yeah,
I
so fast.
remember when her oldest was just born, man.
Right? So fast at 5 years old already.
Yeah, like we couldn't see her cause COVID. But I remember, no, so let me tell you this very, very funny story. So when Purdy was pregnant with her first one, yeah, so then it was COVID, right? So that was a period where only essential services could happen and stuff like that. So everyone was very into the delivering stuff to their friends, right? So I went to deliver cookies to y'all also. Remember?
I
So
remember
then
that one.
my partner then drove me to drop off all the cookies with y'all. So then after that, he dropped me at Purdy's house, the door. Then he went up to make a U-turn and come back. So then Purdy came out, she collected the cookies, then she went back in. And mind you, this woman was heavily pregnant. Like she gave birth the next week. So she was heavily pregnant. Then after that, we went out so then we drove off. So my whole time, I assume my partner at least saw Purdy lah, cause he go out U-turn only ma. Then he would have seen her come out, collect, go back in, right?
I remember I waved to him also, if I'm not
Yeah.
wrong.
Then next week when she gave birth, right, I told him, oh, Purdy gave birth already. He was like, huh, who? I was like, oh, the one we went to drop off cookies at her house last week. And then she pregnant one. Then he, huh? She pregnant? I see from the back she look very skinny. I cannot tell she pregnant.
She's still like that,
She
okay?
like round AF, like heavily pregnant. But yeah, that was her firstborn.
but she still looks like nothing happened to her.
That is true.
Have lah. You
She's
know
still
how
like
many years
nothing
already?
Yeah, she still look like
It's been 5 years.
nothing happened.
So yes, that was I remember Purdy's firstborn. Then after that, cause COVID, then eventually when they allowed people to go in like visiting, right? Then always must put the name there so that I can go and visit her daughter. So like, today I want to go and visit. Then the house only one less visitor allowed. COVID things really.
COVID was a struggle.
Maybe it was 5 years ago.
So fast, oh.
Yeah.
But back then I don't really feel like I am struggling with Kenzie even though it's COVID, because like I said, I stay with my parents-in-law and everyone is there. So I feel like I have help from everyone. Yeah. In fact, my confinement period is the best period, I feel. Because I have confinement nanny. The confinement nanny also take over like the night shift. That's like the best time for me. Like I really rest.
It's the best time for all of you, right? Confinement nanny. You also? Not really.
Not really, eh.
Why?
Not really, because I feel like, walao, I laugh a bit also, my pee all like come out already. So I feel like, what like that? Like, I'm sorry, it's like very raw
never
things.
do enough Kegel exercise.
It's just that I was like, ew, why like that? Then after that, like my gynae said that, oh, it takes a while to go back. So now I'm fine lah, but it's just that during that period of time when you just gave birth, then the first week, oh my god, really I laugh, then I want to pee, like suddenly, you know. And the pee is not like 1 滴 2滴. It's like, just come out. Oh. Like, it did not allow you to come out, then come out already.
Damn.
Yeah, so that was like something I was not expecting. I know will be weaker, but I was not expecting it to be this weak. This amount of like.
But I feel like now that you have 2 kids, right? How do you manage your time between each kid? Or like, do you bring them out separately, or at this point in time they're still like every time I deal with them they're together? Okay.
They are always together, honestly. Like even showering.
Ah.
Yeah.
No, it's easier. At this point they cannot tell the difference. It doesn't matter.
No, because like my
together.
husband is always busy with work. He travel almost every month, and whenever he travel, it's about a week. So I always have to deal with the kids alone. Even when I bring the kids out, I also have to bring them out alone. Yeah. So they also have to, I think everyone learn from one another also. Like, be it my elders or my youngers, they just have to learn how to deal with things together. Yeah. So like for example, my eldest one will say maybe today she would like to eat this first, or like she want to play this first, and then my youngest one will say like, no, I want to. Maybe Kenzie will say I want to eat first, then I'll play later. Then maybe Theodore will say I want to play first, then eat later.
Fire.
Fight all. Instead of argue all that, I decide. I'll say, never mind, I will decide. Then we'll do
I want
it
to
together.
eat, then everybody eat.
And sometimes I think is they fight just because they want to fight.
Wait, it's a sibling thing one.
Yeah, right.
Does that sound like a relationship too?
No lah. I think relationship not so bad. Siblings, you know, like they die also your brother and your sister, and then actually you're not angry, but you just like I'm very bored. You're just like,
What is this? Leh?
I mean, just pushing boundaries.
yeah. Like you also test your boundaries, right, with this other person, and your sibling is the easiest person to test boundaries first. Like your first person you test boundaries with. You don't test with your parents first, right? It's a bit harder to cross that boundary. You test with your siblings first, cause they are by right supposedly your age, like you all play together, so you want to see what you can get away with, That's the very first point in time you start pushing boundaries. So push and fight. Fight finish already. 3 minutes later, okay.
Yeah.
I push boundaries everywhere with everyone. So
No, I mean, I guess it's also like, cause now, I think that's the difference between a lot of parents now and like parents our age. It's like parents more like our parents versus like parents now. Sorry. Like our parents brought us up together as a single unit of siblings. Like all do everything together.
Correct.
Cause I mean, yes lah, they also do the dual income, nobody help, no helpers, whatever, right? So everything y'all do together. I got no time to bring y'all out on like separate mommy date, daddy date, whatever. Just do it together. Like one time go tuition, all send together. One time go whatever class, everything send together. Go swimming together, that kind of thing. But I think like nowadays, you have a lot more people like you see them bring the son out on a daddy date, bring the daughter on a mommy date, then swap. Then I'm just like, that's so much effort.
why cannot have family time?
As in also have lah, but like I think they want to acknowledge that the kid needs time with each parent so that they don't feel neglected. You know what I mean? Cause like, especially for sometimes the older child, right? You've had both your parents just looking after you for maybe the longest time. I mean, I only had it for 1 year. I don't remember shit lah. But
Can't
like,
relate.
Correct. I also cannot relate. I mean, 1 year my
relate.
memory is 0. But like maybe for some kids, especially because nowadays the age gap between kids are a lot bigger. I have nieces and nephews who are like 3-4 years apart. This one you can remember. I mean, you are a bit more, by then they are a bit more cognizant when the second human being comes, right? And then they would feel the difference between like their parents' attention, especially because like they had it for 3-4 years and they are at a point where they can remember things. Then they now recognize that there's a new person that both parents need to fuss over. Then they suddenly feel very displaced. And then, so I guess that's where a lot of parents now come up and recognize like, okay, each child needs their own time with each parent so that they don't feel neglected. Meanwhile, we never got that. We just like go together. I mean, but again, sometimes I feel like this is also part of like dogs and humans similarly. Yeah, like the kid, like they, not that they shouldn't burden your lives too much, but like you work within your means of what you can or cannot do, right? Like there's no point trying to say, okay, I need to give my each kid enough time of me. Like I don't have enough time for myself. Like how do I like further split up my time to like give
my
them
hot
each?
take is like we don't revolve our lives around the kid.
Or the dog.
Or the dog, yes. They are like they are like supplementary with
No, then
like
my uncle scold me, no. Okay, he never scold me lah, but it was the first time I was introducing my dog to my bigger family because I wanted to do it earlier, but then dogs had warts and all that kind of thing, so just not convenient to bring my dog, right? So only recently I brought her, right? And then my uncle really loves dogs, but he was like, you don't spoil her. Don't be like my son. I was like, Then he's like, oh, they make all the treats for the dog lah. Sleep on the bed lah. When I raise dog, the dog eat whatever I eat.
yeah.
Now, my son make all the treats for the dogs, but never make for me one. Anything give me, just buy. So like the whole night, right, he was carrying my dog, right, because he really likes dogs. And I'm quite glad that like he quite likes her lah. But then like the whole night he carry, right. Then meanwhile the person he carried the whole night already, no. End of the night he returned to me and said, don't spoil her.
Then
I'm
he's
like,
spoiling
Uncle,
her.
you carry her more than I carry.
Then he is the one spoiling her, right?
Because
To
he
the
felt
point of-
neglected by the son. See?
Yeah, he still pat my cousin on the back, no.
So funny, He fighting over 争宠 over with
The
dogs,
dog,
yeah.
right? But that's also what I believe in. Like, I don't think our lives need to revolve around them. Yes, they are part and parcel of our life, and yes, we can give them a good life based on what we have and how it fits into our existing life. But no need to revolve around the dog lah.
Yeah, don't
or
revolve.
the kid lah.
Yeah.
Cause like then they grow up spoiled AF.
This is her nap time, need to go home. Sorry, 没有，你要出来就要出来咯。Like, I don't care one leh. Is it
No,
bad?
I have sometimes I'm like that. Like I will be like, I cannot go out for dinners cause I need to feed her. Right? But as it increased, but I guess that was when she was a lot younger. Cause like
Yeah.
still a menace and still a terror. I cannot bring out, right? So like then how do I feed her? Like, and then I cannot push her dinner until like 9 o'clock when I'm done with dinner. I come home then I feed her. So like I think at the start my life did revolve a bit around like her meal times, or like cannot go out for too long kind of thing. But now that she's a bit older, like that day we wanted to go out for Mother's Day dinner, right? And we're like, okay lah, never mind lah, we just feed her at 6:30 so lah, then we go out, then we leave her at home, right? Next time I know my sister-in-law found a place that was dog friendly. Okay lah, just bring her out. then you eat whatever outside like on the floor and whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, just, I mean, like, kids, I don't know lah. I don't know about Birdie, but that's how I treat my daughter. I don't care. If you want to nap, you nap right now. Like, when I go home for your nap, man.
Parents that will revolve their plans around kids' nap time.
Yeah, I have heard of parents like that also.
I don't do that, but I think it's not evolve around them, but because we bring them to our life, we need to be responsible for their basic needs, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're not there to feed them or like, you know, take care of them or bring them to do things, like for example when they're a baby, they cannot even take care of themselves, they cannot
Yeah.
pee in their diaper, who's gonna change, right? You need to be there to make sure like
Yeah.
their basic needs are being fulfilled.
Yeah lah, which is what we do now lah. Like, you're not negligent,
Yes.
but as long as you fulfill their basic needs, then
Yeah.
whatever lah.
But it's like they also need to adapt to your lifestyle. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I agree when you go out, I also don't rush back for their nap time. They just need to learn.
Yeah. Okay, grumpy ah.
Yeah, they if they grumpy, they want to sleep, they find a place to sleep, like in a pram or that kind of
They
stuff, or
just
in the
sleep
car
lor.
lor. Yeah,
Yeah.
if they choose not to sleep, then we just have to deal with the emotion.
Yeah, lor.
Grumpy lor.
Then grumpy 谁不要睡觉啊？你看啊，你看啊，you know, like
So
typical
they learn
Asian.
from that also, ma.
This is how I learned, right? To literally sleep in the car. Like the minute the car start moving, I sleep when I was younger. I remember. My parents also got done before. The minute the car starts moving, like 3 minutes in, right? I told it.
And also-
Even if it's a 10-minute car, right? I told.
Yeah, my daughter also like that.
Huh.
Yeah, and also like
Time to sleep.
she cry right, then I always say 回家. Then I really ask my husband, 我们回家了. Then my husband shocked, huh? 真的? Yeah, 回. Then she, huh? Then she give the face. 你要不要静静? 要不要静静? Then she, how? She can't say a lot, you know? How? 你刚才打爸爸，要不要跟爸爸讲 sorry? Sorry. 不是跟我讲，跟爸爸讲 bring her back. 跟爸爸讲不要. Wow.
所以他欺负
Liar.
爸爸。
Yeah. Bully my husband, yeah. Always
Sounds
say,
about right, ah. Your
really.
kid got bully your husband? Or?
No,
Actually,
it's
no,
not
your
your-
husband's scary. I think your
My
husband's
kid, my
scary.
kid bully me. They behave very different in front of me and also behave very different in front of my
He's the bad cop, right?
yeah.
So yeah.
I always 眼神警告 my daughter. I just like shoot the eye there.
Actually,
Like,
you know this one also, eh. So
Then
like she has this very bad habit. Okay, but I say this one right, it's because I'm just pointing to my dog that's in my lap.
yeah.
'Cause she has moved from roaming around and trying to bite things, so I do keep her in my lap. But this one right, like at the dining table right, she will beg for food, man. So we're trying to work on that, right? So generally the cue is you cannot be begging for food. You need to be sitting or lying on the floor, then you'll get a treat.
But she can be begging you for mercy. Yeah.
This is what our life is like, guys. Not halfway got a song. So I try to work on that, right? So the thing is, right, usually we will say off and she's supposed to go off and go down and lie down and whatever. But like, sometimes you off, then I don't know, listen one lah, huh? A lot of people will try. Like, she will go all around the table to find the weakest link one. She's damn irritating. So that everybody will feel, right? Then she will reach my side of the table, right? Then her paws come up, right? I stare at her. Then suddenly she go down. Wow, look at me. Then she go down. She lie on the floor, then her head still look at me and that.
Yeah, that face is
Just
that
one
face.
look only. But nobody else can. Even my husband do, right? The thing is when my husband shouts at her, right? Like, it also takes a lot to get him angry. But once he does, he's damn fucking scary.
I need to censor that, but it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, he's not really here. But he's really damn scary. Like, when he shouts at her, the rare times he does, right? I get scared also. Because, like, it reverbs around in the house. Like, boom, that kind. So I also scared, right? But when he stares at her, right? She doesn't move on, eh. She still continue, like, give me food, give me food, give me food. Like that one, eh. Scared one. But when I do it, right, then she's like, okay, time to go down. Like, I'm scared.
I think they behave like kids as well. Kids also do the same thing. They will
Right.
see who they can bully.
Yeah, that's right,
They
that's
really
right.
is find the weakest link one.
Actually, for 2 kids, right? Like, is there like they bully one parent each kind, or is it both bully the same parent?
No, it's really very different. Like even the teacher will say that. Like because I'm always the one who pick the kids up, right? So whenever I pick them up, right, they even though they like to do things on their own, but they don't want in front of me. They will say like, "Hey, can you take my shoes, please? Help me wear my shoes, please." Like instead of walking and say, "Can you bao me?" you know, that kind of stuff. But if my husband is the one who go and pick them up, right, he will quickly, okay, go and take the shoes, sit down, wear shoes, and then walk to the car. so they behave very differently. I think it's just normal. Everyone behave differently among different groups of friends as well, right? Your friends, your colleagues, your family. Yeah. So I just accept as it is. But I also trying to teach them don't push their boundary too much. Because sometimes it seems like they disrespecting me.
Damn.
Yeah.
I feel the same with my daughter and my husband also. Wow, she hit the spoon out of his hand. I really want to slap her already, but
Yeah.
I never slap. I never slap.
So that's when you I think for my elders I can do that. I can say like no.
I thought you can slap her, give me a shock.
I will, if that happened, I will have hold her hand and I say, no, this is not right. Yeah. I felt like I think this morning or yesterday I was just speaking to her. I say like I feel very unappreciative. I feel like you don't appreciate me because of the way you talk to me sometimes. Yeah. So she also understands. So she also trying to learn. Yeah. But for my youngest, I cannot do that lah. My youngest really it's all over the place.
Your youngest
It's
is
at this
very
age
scary.
lah. It's at this age, right?
I don't know, is it an age? Okay, I agree that each kid has different personality. Because at that age, Kenzie is not like this. Kenzie is really very mature. Like, I don't feel like
Is it a boy thing?
Yeah, that's another thing also. I also don't know is it a boy thing. Because
Can check
I
with-
have
If
one
it's
girl
my
and one
mother,
boy
she'll
mah.
say yes. She will say girls mature faster.
It's
Right.
true though, but
yeah,
it's true
my
lah.
mother say one.
But it's true though, but it's true. like really scientifically, it's true.
Yeah, lor. So they are really very different, and I need to cater to their needs, and also my teaching methods have to be very different. For Kenzie, I really can talk to her, and then she will learn. She will also tell me what she learned in school to help her to like co-regulate better. Which that is when I also know she's very mature. Because there was one period of time that I was so angry at her, and then we were so frustrated at each other. But at the end of the day, she tell me that I need to regulate myself. Can
Wow,
you
regulate
build?
is a big word, man.
Yeah, because she learned that in school. You see.
Wow.
Yeah, so she said I need a calming corner. Can you set out a calming corner for me? Yeah. So
Sorry, we just had a Lion King moment.
yeah. Yeah, so that's when I know that she can be taught by communicating. Like as long as I talk to her, reason with her, she can understand. Yeah. But for Theodore it's different. Like he liked to push boundaries so much and he's so strong-willed. When I say no or cannot do this because it's dangerous, he will still continue to do it.
Sounds like a boy thing though. Like a bit like boys cannot be controlled.
So it's like as much as we don't want to, threaten him, it feels like that's the only way that he will stop.
Then never mind, just do
I don't think it's a boys thing though, cause my daughter also like that one.
Okay, it's a personality.
Yeah, it's a personality thing. She also like that one. Say cannot already, and then she give you the face. Like I just want to do it. I just want to do it. Like 我不管，我就是要. Then after that fall down, and then cry.
I told you so.
Then I'm like,
times like this, you just I told you so.
都讲了，都讲会跌倒了，我不要听是吗？有没有痛痛？哈哈 Then I laugh at her. I don't know. I feel bad for laughing at her, but then again,
活该啊.
like I scold her also not right mah, cause she already heard already. Then I scold for what, right? Like no point. She don't listen anyway. So I just gotta let her experience it. Like 你不相信我会滑倒 right? Then 你去 try 一下，真的会滑。
I love the old-timers about all of this. She's not gonna listen to anime, right?
I will do that also lah because I believe that they need to understand what we mean by dangerous. Like, of course not to a point that really seriously hurt lah.
She like to touch the washing machine, the front load kind. Then when it's drying, it's very hot. So she like to go and touch. Then we always say 烧，不要动. Then she will then do the I want to touch face. Then after that like, then I really challenge her. 你摸，真的是烧的，你摸。Then I put her hand and I touch a little bit. Then she She give me the face like, oh, 真的烧烧. Then she, 烧烧. Then I'm like, yeah, told you. Then she don't dare touch. She always come here and then do the 烧烧, but she never touch.
Sometimes I feel like they need like consequences.
Yes.
Like you feel that's the. I mean, not that you do it for everything again, not dangerous stuff, but like it's the fastest way for them to learn, right? Like you. Sometimes, like we talk to friends also. You have like your friends in toxic relationship also. Like you talk until your saliva dry also they cannot 听进去one. And
yeah. Until something
until
happens.
Something happens
yeah.
and like they feel the consequences. Then they're like, okay.
I guess you're right.
So I guess it's the easiest way for kids to learn also lah. Cause sometimes words don't make sense to them.
We demo out also. My husband and I. So recently she's very interested in the power socket. And she want to touch. So my husband and I will demo. Like he will go and touch. And then he pretend to sort it, and then he pretend to like fall and like then shocked.
She don't think that it's very funny, and then she want to.
She will 偷笑. She will 偷笑. Then after that, then Papa, oh. Then my husband will be like just sleeping there like, actually. Pretend. Then she feel like, oh no, what happened? Like after a while, she feel like, hey, like what? It's for real, man. Then she will be shocked. Yeah. So after that, she will go to the power socket and like pretend to touch it, and then shake her whole body. Yeah. So at least it's something lah. Like she learns. I guess. It's a very funny way, but
whatever lah.
We try our best. We try our best lah.
But I'm very curious, what's the difference, right? You felt right when you had one kid, right, versus your second kid. Like how much effort you put into like a lot of people say, right, they care about everything when it comes to their first kid. Then second kid come don't care. Like is it true?
Because first kid, right? I read out about because I don't know. No one really teach you about motherhood, right?
Yeah, she passed me the books.
I really read that one and I find it very informative lah. Like I learned a lot.
I read. I got read also. Then I'm like, okay. Like, okay, that's very deep.
Yeah, so I did use some of the techniques that are in the books and I find it useful. Yeah, so that's why I passed the book to you.
Yeah. It's actually very, very useful. Just like it's a lot for me.
Yeah. So I already read out. Like I read out about like from books, I read out from websites or like, some influencer that went through mother care, whatever kind of stuff, or that kind of therapies that will have social media kind of. Yeah, the more you chance upon this kind of video, your feet will just
yeah. 很认真耶.
Yeah. So I just always reading about it and then I try different methods. So like food preparation is also another one. I was very conscious about her food. So I really prepare all kinds of food for her. And I tried. But for some reason, now she's very picky lah.
Oh, she mega picky. There was a point in time,
udon.
She eat udon and French fries.
Yeah, but in the past, it's like I really try to expose her to like different kind of food. But I guess my mistake is I didn't let her try different texture. Yeah, and I think the food that I gave her is a bit too bland.
Guys, it's amazing The kid is 5 right now. You watch them feed her. It's like every day must butter something. Okay, you eat 2 more, I give you that one. You eat 3 more spoons of this, I give you the other one. Play game.
Yeah, it's really very difficult I really like sometimes I was like I give up already. Whatever lah. She want to eat whatever she eat.
She's so iconic, right? That day I was eating udon and then after that I like, hey, give some to my girl. Then after that, my husband was like, then I asked my husband, I think she might like it. Then after that, my husband will be like, 没有啊，是 Kenzie 喜欢的。He really remembered. Like, Kenzie 喜欢吃udon.
Because we learned that Kenzie only eats udon and French fries when we were going to visit Chan during her confinement.
It was so iconic.
Order food and we're like, okay, every day everybody ask, okay, cause but you was the only one bringing kids. So
Yeah.
then among the adults, Yo is the only kids club member. So we had to ask for food preferences, right? Then after that we realized that got one more kid really is. But he just said, doesn't matter lah. As long as got udon and French fries, Kenzie can eat. It's just like, what's so
Udon
weird
and
about?
fries.
Okay, now everybody remember.
Yeah, remember it's embedded. It's like udon, that's Kenzie. Udon, it's Kenzie.
So now she become noodles and soup. Okay, got nuggets now, so still not that bad. Got fish finger now. So in the past, she really like don't want to eat any meat.
She really is the aircraft
Kids
kids meal.
Aircraft kids meal.
All the
Aircraft
fried
kids
one,
meal usually is noodles. Then usually really
Chicken nugget and fries.
So at least
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I can bring her to McDonald's to eat.
Yes.
Can you imagine if she want noodles and soup? Where do I get?
Hawker center. Hey, your kids can go hawker center not?
Can.
What do you mean?
No, okay.
Oh, some kids cannot.
What do you mean?
Barely have.
Sorry, I shocked. What do you mean?
No, it's just mafan because I said I always bring them out alone. So how to go to a
Yeah,
hawker center
you cannot
carry
watch
food?
over them.
Yeah, and then like my boy always want me to carry.
Then,
So
then
there was
she's
one
carrying
time,
the food.
yeah. So there was one time I at a hawker center, I sit right in front of the store that I want to order from, and then it's mee soto, and then my boy want me to carry, so I carry one hand until the auntie was like, never mind, like you go sit, you go sit. Because Kenzie was waiting for me at the table, so it's like you go, like you go.
I carry for you. I carry for you.
Wow. Very
So you need to be
challenging.
very strategic about this. So every time when I bring them out to eat, right, places like, for example, you know, McDonald's, that kind, I know I can mobile order.
Yeah,
table
table
service.
service.
Yeah, or that kind of
yeah,
like
that's true.
restaurant.
Because it's table service, the person will come to you, or like they see inconvenient, they'll go to you also. Even though it's like maybe you need to order a counter, it's like, can you help me please? Then they will be more than willing to help you also.
Okay lah, but I would like to. I think I'm the kind of person that I don't have kids, but I also give in to the notion that if your kids want to be carried, I mean, across a certain age is a bit spoiled lah, but they won't want to be carried forever.
Yes.
So carry them when you can. Cause one day you never know that will be the last time you carry them.
I know.
Really, one Sunday it'll be, and you wouldn't realize that was your last day that
Yeah.
to be carried
You'll
them.
be like, 你不要摸我
Cause
honey.
all of a sudden they'll be like, I don't want you to hold my hand. Pain.
Damn. Now my girl also don't want hold hand already.
See?
She want to Naruto run in the shopping mall. she yesterday she had like multiple meltdowns at the night. Like one of which was my husband brought her out to walk around while waiting for the food, and then she was like just screaming and all. Then I asked my husband what happened ah? Then he said 她要跑，她要 Naruto run， 她要这样子跑，then 不要给我 hold hand， then 在那里哭。Then I'm like that's a nonsense like reason. What is this? Then she just want to Naruto run.
But yeah, as in, so I can understand like when sometimes parents want to like when kids ask to be carried, you just want to carry them lah. Cause you really never know when will be the last time.
Yeah, it could be as early.
Yeah, and I really feel the difference because Theodore is on a smaller scale, right? She like if you go by percentile, he's like below 10.
Oh, that's tiny.
He's really tiny until like the doctor has to arrange an outpatient because they realize how come he's not growing. Like his weight is always maintained.
Is he eating? He is, right?
He's like 3 now, going 3, and he's only not even like 11 kg. Yeah. So he's really tiny, you see. Like, and then Kenzie is the opposite. Kenzie is always at like 90%.
Like big bone, big.
Yeah, she's really tall. She's 5, but a lot of people thought she's in primary school.
They don't look more like you or like the slim.
No lah, I'm tall
But you slim lah, but you
so
slim lah.
that's why I think Kenzie is more like me. Like the height wise and all.
Mm.
Like every 6 months I need to buy her new shoe.
But you slim eh. Sorry, I have to emphasize.
Kenzie not fat what?
Yeah, that's true.
Kenzie a bit more baba.
A bit more. No, she's not fat like she
really
looks.
not
She
fat,
looks
like,
just right.
She wasn't even a very chongs baby.
Yeah.
I've seen chongs babies. She wasn't even chongs.
Your nephew is
My
chongs.
nephew
right?
is
Nephew is chongs. Very cute. Super
My
cute.
nephew is very chongs.
Very cute.
Hey,
very
but don't
chongs.
like that. My sister-in-law said already. This is
Why?
considered loose baby. He was chonkier.
Yo, he very cute eh.
He was chonkier, and apparently
chonk.
this is him not eating cause he got bottle aversion. So then before they came back from the US, she was so worried about it, right? So then my parents also were very worried about it. Then my mom also tell my cousins when like over mahjong, so tell my cousins and my aunts, right? So this like Christmas last year was the first time we all were going to see him, right? So I saw him a few days before Christmas lah. So at Christmas that day, everyone was asking me, hey, where's your nephew? Then I'll see my nephew lah, cause never see before. And then they was like, oh, mom said until like he's so poor thing, not eating, losing weight. All. Then I was like, guys,
One big chonks come out.
You cannot tell he got water aversion lah, okay? Then, no, but your mother said like very poor thing. No, I said later you'll see. When my nephew arrived, they all look at me. Water aversion, this one. Freaking chonks eh. But to be fair, since he came back in December, because now we are in 5-6 months down the road, right? He really I don't say he has lost weight, but he definitely has grown, like lengthened, because he's growing also, right? So now he's going to turn 1 soon. So from 6 months to 1 year, of course, he's going to get bigger. So he didn't retain as much of the chonks in that sense. But still chonks, guys. Still chonks.
No, it's natural for kids to lose weight because they're more active.
Yeah, they run
correct.
around.
That's what I thought also.
Theo is super active also, right?
He is very, very
Active
that's
until
why.
go A&E.
Yeah. So they're really different. Like Kenzie is always on the bigger side. So at one point I forgot when also I stopped carrying Kenzie. I think maybe Theodore is out. Yeah, I'm having a second kid.
okay.
There was one period of time I still can carry the both of them. But now
I saw. Oh my god.
Yeah, so now it's very difficult because Kenzie is like 20 kg now.
Double sia.
That's why I say she's on the bigger side.
She doesn't feel like 20 kg though.
Yeah.
20 for 5-year-old, isn't it okay?
It is, but she doesn't look 20 kg.
Yeah, she doesn't look 20 kg.
I remember by then I was like, I remember my mom telling me I was 24 or 25 already. Sorry.
So actually it's true to what your dear said lah. Like you really at one point of time you stopped carrying your kid and then you didn't realize when you stopped it.
Do you miss carrying
Kenzie.
Kenzie?
She missed it.
Oh.
She like
But you
she,
don't ah.
Her back does not
I mean,
miss it.
because now I'm still carrying Theo, you know. Like
You
it's not
were
like
coward.
it's not like I'm not carrying kid. Yeah. But Kenzie
okay.
definitely felt it. Like she will say, "How come you're not like carrying me? Or can you pao me more?
that's
like
expressive.
why you pao Titi but not me?"
Okay, must reframe now. You can hug her. You must teach her that sis you a bit heavy. like mommy's back cannot tahan right?
Yeah.
Or you like say, okay, we sit down on the sofa, then we
yeah,
correct, cuddle time.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
then she feel
but
better.
I think like she also felt the difference. Firstborn ma, everyone attention is on her, and she's the first kid for both family. Yeah, so she really felt like maybe a lot of love at that point of time, right? Then when suddenly a second kid come, like your attention, even though you try to match your attention with these two kids, but it's very difficult. No matter what, you cannot give as much as you used to.
And also people around you also.
Yeah. Same thing as well. So like she felt the difference. So sometimes even though we are really beside one another, she will still say that, how come you're not with me? Yeah.
Wow, that's a very deep question, no?
I didn't even understand the concept of this until I was like 25 ah.
你人在我身边，但是心不在我这里。
Yeah. Oh,
come
we are
you're
in the
not
same room, but you say but you're not with me.
Oh my god, wow, an advanced
I
leh.
was 25 then I knew this. This 5-year-old knows it.
That's why I say like she's very good at this.
Wow,
She wants to be my therapist.
来自5岁的灵魂拷问。How come you're not with me even though you're here with me?
Also in a 5-year-old 20 kg body.
Dang, 20 kg. I like 20 kg.
Amazing eh.
Wow.
And because she's very mature, so I can talk to her and she also understands where I'm coming from. But I guess like, you know, you're still a kid, right? You still want your parents' attention. Right?
Does it feel like you have a tiny bestie?
Not so yet. I think maybe as she grow older, then we can definitely talk more deeper conversation. But for now is more like she also feel the comfort with me. You know, whenever you feel more comfortable with the person, then you will be more 坏蛋 also, right?
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I felt that from her also lah.
So maybe my daughter more comfortable with my husband. She white done with him.
I don't think so. I think that one is she just knows that he can be bullied.
That's true.
Yeah.
That could be right.
I think with you, she knows that if she pushes boundaries, she's screwed. But like with your husband, it's a bit more like, cause he hasn't like really
He nicer, huh? In short.
nicer in that sense, cause he hasn't really like stepped in to really discipline her, ma. Usually when she mess up already, you come already.
Yeah, 妈咪来了。
Like right.
It's the 妈咪来了。
So that's why she realizes that 这个人我可以欺负，因为我欺负完了 right, he cannot deal with me right, then 妈咪才来。
I was telling my husband, right, if you say that, means she feels like you guys are on the same team. And then like she don't look at you as a parent figure. She feel like, 你是我的 friend 你跟我讲你放水给我，讲我妈咪来了，你叫我 be careful 这样。You know that kind of thing. Then I told him, I just telling yesterday or the day before.
I also feel like it's a bit like you're pushing the responsibility to the other parent. Like the parenting responsibility. Like the no, not the parenting, the disciplining responsibility.
Scared to school or like scared to school too much.
It's like when our parents say you 坏蛋, I call police ah.
Yeah, then I scared of Karang-Guni man, no, until now. I scared, sia. Popu, that day I was watching a show with my girl, then Popu, I like, wow, the chills down my spine. I scared, Karang-Guni for reals. Because my mom was saying, 你再坏蛋, Karang-Guni 抓你, what, every time the Karang-Guni man, I close the window, I scared, sia. Like until now, like into adulthood, I still like, I feel scared. I don't know, like how do you say, but then again, right, I would rather him not do anything than do something that would leave a negative impact on her lah. If he don't know how to deal with this. Yeah, it's like if he don't know, then he suddenly shout at her, then she also shout at her, so then everybody like, we also don't know ma. So for that, I think not everybody have this instinct like mums. Usually mums will know better how to handle, I would say.
I think you learn along the way lah. I mean,
Yeah.
I definitely learn along the way also because for Kenzie, teaching method is very different from Theo. And I learned it because I try it. I failed. That's why I keep tweaking my teaching methods. I wouldn't say I'm perfect as well. Like no one is perfect. Like sometimes I question myself also. Like, am I doing this right? Will I scar them?
I also
that, like,
every day daily struggle, man.
My mother scarred me. I scared of scarring the next generation.
Yeah, lor, I scared sia. Now I bring out the, you know, like she don't like the nasal spray. Then I always say 你坏到我喷鼻子. Then she damn scared of nasal spray, you know. Like if she just see the nasal spray, then she'll be like, 我不要 but I never do anything. Then I'm like, oh my god, is she scared of the nasal spray?
cannot create fear in things that she will need in future. Like a nasal spray.
Yeah, she damn scared now.
Okay,
Like, super
create fear
scared.
in like a cane now. Who cares?
Where to buy a cane now though?
I think Zahor still have.
She have sorry.
Still have
We know because when we transport it, they will say like, if you're naughty, we're going to buy this.
Oh, my mother
As
give
long
me,
as you have kids, you will have people selling cane.
my mother give me $1. Ask me go downstairs choose your color. 你自己去楼下看你要什么颜色买回来。
Last time my brother used to hide the cane. Like my parents would got be my cane, right? Then my brother will hide the cane. And then he's a kind, cause my brother is very smart. But sometimes he uses his smarts the wrong way. So he will hide the cane, right, with the stationery, like all the long ruler and stuff, right? So then he said, I never hide what? It's literally in plain sight what? You just won't go there and find me, but I never hide. Then he's just like,
最危险的地方就是最安全的地
yeah.
方。
Then else like he got break the cane before. He break and then he throw under the fridge. That kind of thing. Then it's like got to the extent, right? My parents say, if I cannot find a cane when I want to cane y'all, right? Then they will take the big there was this big rattan thing that we had very thick one. Then at the end it's like one flower like thing, right? It's to dust the sofa one. Like to keep then all the dust come on, right? My mother say, my parents got say before, if when we want to cane y'all, if we cannot find a cane, right, we will use that one and hit y'all. Then I'm freaking scared. Then every time he hide the cane, right? Cause it's just us at home. Then can you just please stop? Like then he can tell me they want use that one hit you lah. Don't worry lah. They cannot find the cane means they're not gonna hit you what. I'm just like brother.
哇，他预判他们的预判。
Yeah, I'm like I cannot. I always damn scared. But last time really is my parents buy them a lot of cane one. Cause always will disappear.
I always spoil
he
the
throw
cane.
down the dustbin before, throw under the fridge, then he throw away ma. So when he throw away, my parents finally say, you cannot throw away, okay, I don't throw away, I throw under the fridge, I throw on top of the fridge. I'm just like, what is wrong with this boy? Smart, but the brain don't know is for what one.
So I guess that's the difference between girls and boys also, lah, right?
So
A bit lah, I guess. I mean, you wait for the day Theo starts hiding your things.
No, even now I can feel it. Like when I tell Kenzie, no, cannot eat this sweet, because Kenzie will always ask me, can I eat this? I say, no, we cannot eat this. We need to have dinner first. So she will listen. She'll say, okay. Then Theodore will do the same thing. Can I eat this? And I say, no. Then the next thing is like, if he's suddenly quiet, I need to look for him because he's like hiding in a corner eating. There was one time he hid under the bed to eat sweets.
Under your bed, not very high.
Because it's small, you see. And I thought he went out of the room. So I went outside. It's like, where is he? It's so quiet. And then I keep hearing the paper, the plastic, you know. I was like, cannot be, right? Then I look under the bed. He's there.
no, it's not a gender thing. It is not a gender thing.
It's just a 坏蛋 thing.
It's just a 坏蛋 thing. And my daughter does the same thing. I need to say sorry to my husband because it is definitely my genes making this part of her. My mom just told me yesterday. She said, 真的跟你一模一样. She's very sneaky, damn sneaky. She will shout, 蚂蚁, 蚂蚁. Then you look at the 蚂蚁, right? Then like in her hand she got something else, maybe a flower or a piece of leaf or something. She eat. She put inside her mouth when we are looking at the 蚂蚁.
Why is it, right? Mothers all give birth to daughters that are just like them.
Well, I guess that's what makes us mothers.
No, like really, all the mothers so far I see, right, the daughters that like got it's not that the daughters are problematic, but the daughters with the very cute personalities or very like questionable personalities,
Cute
right,
word.
it's all come from the mother one, eh. Like my cousin that time, she was like struggling. She was like, why is my daughter so stubborn? Like very clever but very stubborn. Then I say, cause like you are.
I need to admit my daughter very sneaky, really like me. And
then that day Celine was telling us about her niece also what. Then she say her sister also 崩溃 what when she look at her daughter. Then Celine tell her, like you are.
Yeah. My mother always say, 以后你是一个女人，你知道，我真的生了一个女儿，我真的知道了。 She always warn me, when I was very, very naughty. Then she keeps saying it throughout my entire life. Then I was like, 不会啦. Last time I never even thought of getting married or never even thought of having kids. Then when I was pregnant, I was like, okay, please be a boy. So my mother's words won't come true. Then in the end, ta-da, congratulations, you got a girl. I'm like, oh, GG. 还跟我很像 GG. Really, yeah, she damn sneaky. She like to hide in a corner and scare people, jump scare people. Then she will.
But you know how to deal with it, right? Because you're dealing with yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's only my husband who has difficulty. Like, 怎么这样啊?
But he deal with you one time already, what?
No, it's different because now I have matured into like a, like I can hold all the pranks and like weird thoughts to myself. Like, but she needs to do it.
The inside thoughts don't stay inside.
Yes, she don't stay inside. She will and do like weird things.
Life with one versus life with many.
Yes.
Meanwhile, look at mine trying to get into everything she can get.
She's trying to eat this pillowcase.
She was trying to eat
oh
the
my
carpet
God.
just now. That's why I had to whack her head.
Oh my god.
When I whack her head, everybody was surprised I could see. but it happens all the time. When no doesn't work, the head will kena.
But actually, I'm looking forward to having a second kid lah.
Really?
Yeah. It sounds interesting to me.
Are you all in the plans already?
That we have been just 顺其自然 see how it goes. But I think my daughter doesn't want to make it happen because she's always in between us. So it's a bit difficult to happen.
Ask Buddy how they made it happen.
Is it a bit too raw?
No lah, you definitely will have times one lah.
You have pockets of times lah.
But
I'm
they're
sure.
definitely very different. Like just now we were talking about food, right? So I was
Yeah.
very, very strict with Kenzie's food.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes to Theo, I was like, 随便 lah, whatever I eat, I give lah. So basically Theodore is eating whatever I'm eating. It's not like baby food. Yeah, it
But
really
you-
helps honestly.
But honestly, she's very good already because for the first kid, she can handle for so long to try to keep her food like
Yeah.
as pure as possible.
Oh, and we don't give Kenzie TV until she's like 1.5 as well.
You know, I don't give.
Yeah. So for the
She's
second one, it's
watching.
like, 哎呀，直接看了 then 你看咯。
But then again, right, sometimes I think to myself, is it because like we allow screen time? That's why they are having such behavior. I don't know, like
I
they learn something.
Actually, I believe because I
learn
can
something from the
see
show.
the difference in the behavior.
Yeah, is it? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, sorry. I watched a lot of TV when I was young, so
correct. That's what my husband
No,
said.
but
He
like
said,
at what age you see?
damn young. So okay, I remember.
I think
right?
it's the program.
No, so I never had like kids shows, right? Like I don't have.
Correct. You just watch whatever your parents
my
are watching.
parents watch. And
Yes.
my parents said, right, I was literally glued to the TV because when we were a bit older and cable was a thing, right? And I remember this, I was only in primary school.
Mm.
All my friends had cable. And then I asked my parents, can we get cable also? My father said, got no cable, you already stuck in front of the TV. I get cable how? You live there.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what my husband say. He also feel like screen time is fine because he has been watching the TV growing up. I mean, like you guys turn out fine. So that's the main difference is about the kind of cartoons and the kind of shows they are watching. So yeah, probably the programs because now they just pick. My daughter now picks the program. She will 不要 like something she don't like. She just 不要 ask you to skip leh. She go to school also. The teacher plays song right, and then she will 不要 Then she will do this like the gesture to have the 小星星. She will like do her hand like. Then she asked the teacher to play that song. The teacher don't want to play, she just 不要 like 不要 keep doing the 不要.
no, but I feel like I had a choice on what I wanted to watch last time. But like, it was just whatever was on the TV.
Yeah, now is
Right.
she want to watch like for example she want to watch
Or a party. Because now you have things on demand.
yes
right? Like
on
YouTube
demand,
and
so
shit,
they are more
and-
demanding, and then it turns out like they become more demanding. I don't know lah.
No, I think it's a show that you watch because when they are very young, they are still learning, right? And all these shows are so fast paced, it's so addictive to them. And that's why I feel a difference because for Kenzie, we introduce TV at a very late stage, right? Even like when we are watching, as much as I can, I will like, backface her.
Yeah, you see the
Yeah. We tried, like we really tried. Like, so I think she is more like she will prefer to play more than watch TV, and she's more patient, yeah, more understanding. I feel like not as active maybe. Like she can sit there longer and do certain things. Yeah, but Theodore is like all over the place, really run everywhere. Yeah. Sometimes when I go out with them, I just let Theodore run. And I don't need to watch after Kenzie as much, so I will just watch at Theo, because Kenzie will always come back to me. Theo is like, maybe I will lost him guy.
Yes, this feels like the dog problem. Like last time is the cannot let off the leash because I don't think she'll come back. now at least like just now we were outside, right?
Mm.
She running, I never hold the leash already, ma. Then when we came back into the room, then I said, Trixie, come. Then she at least will follow me back. Okay, not so bad. Like, the first time you never know. Like, they might just run off. That time I brought her to Bishan Park. Then my husband was like, never mind, we just try, we drop the leash. I'm like, she ran away, there's $6,800 gone. Like, you trust that she'll
It's
come
still funny.
to me, man. Then he was like,
$6,800.
it's like, cannot. Then that day he let go. But it was the first time she was off the leash, right? And I think she was still like, I think she also don't dare run too far. So then she came straight to me. But I also got a bit panic because like that time I still wearing air boot. Then I cannot chiong like if she like fall, right? So then I grabbed onto her, then I held the leash. I was like, okay, you don't let go, I scared.
I guess the
Then-
Chinese name is 6,000 no?
So then that day, we were again at Bishan Park another day. Then he ran off with her, like run already. Then I was just walking behind, right? Then Mofo dropped the leash, like accident, dropped the leash. Then she ran. Then I was like, I saw her running to me, right? Then I was like, not right. Because the way she ran to me versus when she runs next to him, she also runs a bit differently. So I look at her thing, I was like, he's not there. Yeah, all I could do, right, is squat down, open my arms, and hope she runs to me. Because if she runs past me, right, that's it. I cannot lunge and get her, right? I'm screwed. Then I squat there. She went to me, but she was going to jump off me. I
Oh my
just
god.
grabbed the head. Then I told him, what happened? Sorry, accident. I'm like, accident! $6,800 for that accident gone.
6,800
Yeah, so it's like, you scared that they run and then they disappear.
wow, 6,800 sia.
At least Kenzie will come back now. No need to call, so eventually she'll come back.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So every time when I bring them to indoor playground, right, I will just let Kenzie run. Kenzie make friends very easily, right? So she always somehow will meet some other friends and then they will play together already. Theodore is the one that I always have to watch him.
Next thing you know, the door open, he run out. Like, that's it.
He really no
He
fear
quiet
lah.
just run away home.
But he always quiet.
Yeah, he always quiet leh.
Yeah,
Is that a sneaky move?
probably, yeah.
Then he watch. Then he'll watch you with his big eyes.
Then plan his next step.
Yeah, wait for the
Then-
perfect moment.
Then he see, 走啊.
Super cute. Seems like having multiple kids, it's a lot of. Is it like an upgrade? I don't know. Upgrade to work. Upgrade to like workload probably.
Definitely it is as compared to the first kid because when you have the first kid, right, you already, like for example for Kenzie, you already move on to a certain stage, right, but you have to restart again, right? Like your your second bit is like your infant, sleepless nights, constantly feeding, diapering and all. At the same time, meeting the needs of a 2-year-old. At that point of time, Kenzie was like, stormy, right? So every time I'm angry, I have to manage her emotion and all kind of stuff. Yeah. So it's definitely different. You have to cater to both of their needs at the same time.
But it's also an upgrade in fulfillment in life, right? And joy and happiness. And
It is lah because
Progress our nation.
they really love each other, even though sometimes they really hate each other.
But isn't a sibling all about? Like, I mean, like we have siblings that we all know.
I know, and it's really very sweet lah to see how they behave. When they like for example that there was one day that Kenzie went out with her cuckoo to have some play dates, right? So after she come back, right, she really missed Theo. So she go over to Theo. She was like, "Oh, I am back. Like I miss you." That kind of stuff.
You're so
he like
cute,
push
leh.
you and he's like,
So like he was
whatever.
watching TV, so he don't really,
You're just
he
like
don't really
there.
care. But every time when Kenzie is not around, she will ask like, "Oh, where's Zeze? Oh, Zeze went out to play," that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Then he never asked why he never bring me.
No, he enjoyed the time with me lah also.
And like, he's like, I don't want to go in.
Yeah, he's a mama boy.
Ooh. So is Kenzie a daddy's girl?
Kenzie is both.
Mm.
Yeah, she's very lovely. Yeah. She expressed her love like really verbally as well as like physically.
She really is quite cute lah. Like she really very endearing. one.
Quite.
She will
She's
come
quite.
very. But it's
She
like,
quite.
as in, because she, like I said, she's one of the more expressive toddlers that age that I know. And so it's very endearing because like a kid will just keep coming to you and like want to hold your hand, want to run around with you, that kind of thing. And you're just like,
Engage you in their world, right?
yes. She made me run like mad. And then she said I was a robot. And then she didn't realize robot need to charge one. Then I messed up. But she really is. is a lot more expressive, and will not that she'll warm up to you, but once she plays with you or like she's comfortable with you, it's really very different. Like she's super expressive, and she doesn't take very long to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like now that she's 5, like that day we see her, like she didn't even say anything. I just say hi, then she jumped on me already. I was just like, eh.
Yeah, because she know my friends by name now.
Yeah. My friends don't even know my name.
Yeah. So I think other than just emotionally and also the time and effort that you need to put on them, like financial is also another thing, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like especially I have one girl and one boy.
Okay, they cannot share their things.
Well, not exactly, because Kenzie have a lot of dresses. Not like I was
Yeah.
gonna put dresses on Theo.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. So
Wait, but so
whole
then
set
my
of
question is,
things.
right, like, hey, if we talk about like new things, right? Does Kenzie get a lot more new things than Theo?
Yes.
So it's whatever she can hand down to him, she will hand down.
Yeah.
Then whatever he can inherit from other people, he also just inherit.
Yes. Really is lah. There is a difference.
随便啦，随便啦。
But I feel like because I have a girl, right? Like then if next time I'm like Birdie, right? The next one is a boy. I feel like the wardrobe is gonna be different. Cause I buy so many dresses for the girl, right? I can't hand anything down.
Yeah.
Like it's really nothing.
No, but I have friends that regardless boy or girl for their first one, right? They just constantly buy gender neutral clothes. They don't have a lot of dresses for the girl.
But sometimes I like,
Dresses
the
very
very
simple.
feminine clothes are so cute on the girl.
Yeah, they never
and then-
buy one.
And then easier to dress her cause it's just lap 下去. It's really, really, really. Now like I was telling my husband, my dresses lah 比较容易 because you go out, right, you just lap 下去. Then if you want to change diaper also you lap 起来 only. What? You don't have to like
True.
struggle to like get one leg out and the other leg in, that kind of thing.
No, but I think even if like for Celine's case where she has 2 boys, I'm sure the second one just has a truckload of hand-me-downs. Yeah. The whole wardrobe is relevant one.
Yes.
Like there is no irrelevant wardrobe.
There's definitely a lot
Toys-
easier lah.
Toys also generally relevant. Like unless they have very specific different interests, but which boy don't like car, you tell me? Don't have, right? Like, so I think in that sense, second ones usually just get hand-me-downs. I remember like my cousin was so upset. Cause myself, like for my cousins and I, right, I think I mentioned this before, we're all like 1 year apart. There are 5 of us. So the textbook really is hand down 5 people. My last cousin was always very upset. Until when she was older and learned how to express herself, she threw a fit and she made my aunt buy completely new textbooks for her.
Hi, I'm the hand-me-down person.
Yeah, she was so upset. So my cousin will get brand new books, right? Then by the time the book reached me, like I'm the second person to use. My brother's the third. Then my cousin, who is her sister, is the fourth. She is the fifth. So the thing is, right, we generally take care of our things because we know we need to pass down. So the books already is well wrapped. Every year we wrap one so that the book still stays pristine.
Oh
and
my
we
god,
try not
wrapping
to,
books.
yeah, and we try not to like, damage it too much. But kids being kids, right, you're a bit bored in class, right? So last time we got
Scribbles.
no, you all still use
Drawings.
you all use
Pet textbook,
right?
yes.
Right. So like when my cousin used, right, he passed on to me, right, clean. Cause he boy, then he's just like he's quite hardworking one. So in class he's not like not zoning out kind. So then when it came to me, right, pet textbook, if you realize the pictures got no outline one. Right. So I will draw the outline for all the pictures. But that's the only so I draw the outline. Then after that, my brother, right, he'll start colouring in. So like he take the pencil and colour the eye until all black. He colour something else. Then he'll start colouring things in. So I reach my cousin, she's like, y'all draw and colour it, I got nothing, right? So she'll draw small animals for her sister to
So
find.
really like one edition used for 4 years, right? Then just nice 4 years. First, second, third, fourth. Then
No,
the
so-
next year don't have really.
No, so then by the 5th year, right, the thing is, a lot of the times, especially in primary school, right, the books were still relevant. They haven't changed textbooks yet. So she still can use the textbook. But then the first P1, P2, she cannot say anything because she's still too young, right? But like P3, P4, she was damn freaking upset, right? Before like she threw a fit. Then my aunt had to buy a completely new set of textbooks for her. And then after that, her older sister was like, why can't she just use her old textbook? We always old textbooks, right? Just like, nobody can relate. It was just like, I don't know.
Books are fine, but clothings are not. My intimate garment were hand-me-downs. Yes.
Okay,
Because I have 2 sisters.
that one a bit much.
Yeah.
That
That's
one a
how
bit
much. You know what? It wasn't even from my sister. It was from my auntie.
Huh?
Hand to my sister. Then to myself.
Wow, okay,
I
cannot.
was like, that's too much, Ma. That's too much.
That one's a bit much. That one.
Then my body decided to outgrow itself. Grow faster.
So I cannot handle it.
become fatter. Then, because my auntie is very skinny lah. So, like, Because I'm the fattest person, so very fast I will grow rapidly. Then after that, need to change already bo pian. So my mother like, very sian, bring me to buy new one. Because I grow so much fatter, right?
Well, undergarments a bit gross.
Not the bottom one, but the top one.
Oh.
But still,
Yeah.
I think that was probably one of the most extreme hand-me-down cases
A bit.
people has ever heard.
A bit.
I will never have that case lah. Oh my god,
I mean, like, yeah, lah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
lah. So like, if you have the same gender, please take care of your kids' feelings. Don't hand me down every single thing. If you can buy them a little bit of new things, also good. Also good
But
lah.
also, please don't force your hand-me-downs on other people. I've heard of people like trying to force hand-me-downs and they're just like, I want to buy for my kid. Can?
No.
Have. I hear before.
Really?
Like they say, like, you just take kids go very fast one. Kid go very fast one. Doesn't matter, can just take. My stuff all branded some more. Then after that, the supposedly receiving person was like, no, it's okay. My husband doesn't want to take hand-me-downs. Like, he wants to buy for our first daughter.
Wait, this story sounds familiar,
Then
but
after
okay, I
that-
kind of
then
think
after
I
that,
remembered.
like, so if people say no, then just take the no lah. Don't need to keep forcing it on them, okay?
Because
you-
clothes branded.
Correct. Anyway, you got more kids after that, so it's okay. You keep for your kid.
Damn.
I mean, I didn't have that. I don't have any hand me down for Kenzie lah, because I think I am
need to
one
thank
of the
Birdie
first. Huh?
For the hand me downs, thank you.
But you got passed to a lot to Chan.
yeah, thank you.
Like I said, I'm one of the
was-
first
was
to
the
give
first-
birth.
correct.
Yeah.
Among
And
your
girl,
friends.
and girl
And
also.
girl,
And
yeah.
girl.
So we don't really have much for her. But we scramble like because we never prepared enough. And then like I said, COVID, right? We cannot go outside and buy. So in the end, like we managed to find a bag of hand-me-down just for her.
It's okay. My friend here, like her after she give birth the second day I go visit her, she tell me, can we buy socks?
Yeah,
Maybe got no socks. I go and
yeah.
find.
My girl
This
got
one small enough.
no towel. Oh, sorry,
Yeah, I had to buy the swaddle and socks. She's like,
we discharged without a swaddle, so we had to wrap her up in the hospital
Yeah,
towel.
the hospital is swaddle what?
swaddle what?
没有，他没有 swaddle. Mouth Elizabeth, you so expensive. You so expensive. You never even give swaddle. What is this?
Hey, what do you need? Like,
I
you
know
need
Thomson people got swaddle. I remember.
I asked her, what do you need? Like, I can bring stuff down for you. You know, she was like, can help me buy swaddle and socks.
Yeah,
ah.
sia.
We don't have. I'm like, the socks we have for her, the confinement, then she said too big.
Yeah.
How small you need? I like scramble, go find a mother can, just try and buy the whole shelf. Right?
Yeah, but I'm calling out Mouth Elizabeth. Is you charging like not cheap then your bag please something useful like a swaddle. Like how would moms know they need swaddle? We first time we don't know swaddle. Then when we don't have swaddle, right, you judge us Really, the nurse just like, oh, you don't have? I'm like, yeah, I don't have lah. First time what is going on? Then she's like, oh, never mind. I'll wrap her up in the towel. I'm like, yeah, if not what? I'll wrap her up in the towel lah. Like, please lah, 你这样不便宜了，还没有给我说的，这样要省。Judging give me one onesie that's even too small to fit my kid.
It's okay. I buy the swaddle for her. I buy.
Please calling you out. Do something to your what's it called? Maternity bag. Yeah, sorry. Took me a moment.
Brave up moment.
Yeah.
Sudden silence. Nobody know what she
Yeah,
buy.
angry That moment we were like, my husband like, what is a freaking swaddle? Don't even know what's a swaddle. 什么来的? The one that you need to wrap your kid. Oh, we have to? Oh, you're not giving it to us? Oh, damn. Yeah, so we will not make the same mistake with the second kid.
Have already what? I buy already.
Yeah, because have already.
I buy gender neutral one.
The funniest thing is, right, when I was pregnant, right, I have this friend who gave me a new swaddle. Like she gave me as a gift. She said you will need it.
Then you never
But
bring.
I never knew what she meant by you will need it. So she said you need it. I see like one cloth. Then I'm like, okay, fine. What
Leave the
cloth?
cloth
Yeah,
at
I
home.
thought it was blanket or like I don't know what is it. Then after that I realized, oh my god. So when the nurse was saying, then I was like, ask my husband, 是不是那个谁有送一个啊？那个说的是这个。Then he was like, oh yeah, but 还没有洗耶。Then I'm like, yeah, 还没有洗耶，没有带来啊，算了。So 那个 like 101个swaddle, that one and only swaddle.
Yeah. Life with multiples.
Not mine for now.
Will
but,
I ever get another
I'm-
dog? I think no.
But buddy, are you gonna have another kid or two?
No,
Is good?
I am
Actually close to
so
it.
done with it. No, they're really cute, but it's really tiring at the same time. Cause like I don't have helper, right?
Will you think of ever getting a helper?
I also don't know, honestly. Like we are about to move house. If we move house, it will just be the four of us. That means like husband and I, and also the two kids. But at the same time, they are always in school. They're gonna be in school from like 9 to 6. And then it's only by the time I bring them back home, we just feed them, shower them, and
Then the
time
helper
to
do what,
sleep.
right?
People clean the house all.
Yeah, it's only cleaning the house.
The other chores all.
Yeah, it's the other chores, but I feel like I don't need a live-in helper yet.
True.
Yeah,
Part
that's why
time
we also prepare ourselves. We bought like dishwasher, you know, there are robot cleaner, whatever the basic need one, they settle. Yeah, the machine will settle for you. I think we'll see how lah. Honestly, at this point in time also, I don't have the 心思 go and teach the helper.
True.
Yeah, that's another thing I always thought about also.
Yeah, like I don't have the time to go and manage the helper. How will I know whether the helper is doing the right thing? Or like I still prefer a teacher watch after the kids rather than the helper watch after the kids.
Yeah, because the helper will, like I've seen it in my eyes, a lot of them just bring them to the park and then just use their phone and leave the kids there running around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a bit, I don't know.
And I think because I don't live with helper, growing up I don't have helper as well.
Me too.
So that's why I feel like I can do it. But we'll see how lah.
Finally somebody like me, no helper.
Hey. Sound like that.
Yeah lah, that time Celine and you were like yeah, growing up I have a helper. Then I'm like, okay, can't relate.
Hey, until primary school, okay, only.
But I feel like a lot of people who don't have helper, right, they will not want to have helper. Like, even as moms, like, you feel like, do I really need a helper? Because most of the time you do most of the things yourself. So
I think even as someone who had a live-in helper, I don't want a live-in helper. Yeah, I think that is too much to manage. Like you have to live with this person, but also like you are the employer and the other employee, and then there's like so much nuances to manage day in day out. And they live with you. It's not like I go office I can go home, and their office and their home is the same place. So like, how do you manage them in a way that you don't go insane, but also things get done in the house? Like I wouldn't want that lah. So like even if now like the only thing I recognize is that there are chores that I don't like to do. So for that, I just hire someone, pay someone to do it lah. But like you come in, do it, and then you zao lah. Will be so much easier lah. So you don't always have to like have a helper to want to have a helper. But it's really, I think, what you need at that point in time in your life. Because like if let's say both of you are working and like you fully manage like the showering of your kids, you bring them to school, they come back, you feed them and all of that, right? And then your work hours are also like rather long and you want to have time to spend with them. Like Celine said, like you need someone to do the chores for you so that you free up that time, you don't have to do those chores and you can spend that time with them. So it really depends on what you need at that point in time and what you value But if it's the kind that you all can manage the general chores, get the robots to do whatever they can, and then hire a part-time help to come in just like once every 2 weeks kind do the general cleaning, I think it's fine. It's more than enough.
yeah, and with that we have successfully changed the topic from
Going back to
to
the
having
helper.
helper.
I guess once again that's how our brains work in our conversations.
Yes, so I guess in summary, having one kid and multiple kids really very different according to Purdy who has multiple kids.
Yep. And so we've come to the end of yet another episode, a very long episode.
Yes.
And we'll see you all again next week. And whether or not we'll have Purdy, guess you all need to stay to find out.
That's right.
And with that,
Bye bye. Hey, Purdy never say bye bye.
Bye.